Hi, all you beautiful souls. I have no idea why I'm going live, and but I'm doing it. It's my first live. The energy is weird. I feel very calm and centered, but I in no way feel grounded. I feel as if I'm in like the flow of the current or in the flow of the air. It's kind of a mixture of both. I just got like the vision of the river in the sky that goes from the Sahara down to the Amazon. Um, and so for me, when I'm getting that, it's, like all the particles and everything that this system picks up from the Sahara and takes to the Amazon, feeds the Amazon. And when you think about the Amazon, like, holy crap, that is really something beautiful to focus on, because things be really crazy right now. You were in no way meant to know what it's going to look like where you are going. Have faith and trust in the work that you have been doing. Um, I've also been hearing over and over again about this is the year of karma. So what you have reaped, you are sowing. And as crazy, as much loss that has been going on in my own personal life, it is crazy with the inflow of what is coming in. It's like a double-edged sword, two sides of the coin, right? Am I going to stop talking, Spirit, so I can do a message? What does Spirit want to say? What does Spirit have to say other than what has already been coming through? I'm getting that this is a hard week, and I really feel that. There we go. Divine timing. Oh, the lighting really sucks. I'm sitting on the floor. It's chaos around me. You can't really see it, but there is a lot of chaos around me. I have no idea why. Spirit was like, hey, let's go live. And I just happened to be in the right space to do it. And I'm still altered enough not to give a shit. So we've got divine timing with masculine energy on the bottom. You can't really see, but it's the sun. It's the sun. Like, I keep hearing that last year at the beginning of 2023, I was hearing, and I know others were hearing, and I know that that message was being confirmed a lot, that if you thought things were crazy the year before, then buckle up, because they're about to get wild. And I will say that the previous year was pretty freaking wild. It was. I know for me personally, it was wild, and it pretty much ended with a guaranteed of, hey, the ride's not over with. Now it's just kind of changing landscape. there is new coming in, what you have desired. This is a time of tangible manifestation. All of the work that you have been doing energetically, all the mental fixing, all the emotional fixings, all the mental healing, all the emotional healing, all of the taking energy from everywhere else that you were putting it and putting it back on yourself is now into a place of rapid transformational tangible energy. It is really starting to amp up in the reality, in your reality. The shifts in the energy are so steep. There is such a big change in the changes. There is such a jump, right? It is a major jump that no matter how much you have prepared, and you know, I can feel whoever that this is for, and I know, oh yeah, I didn't even do that. So please bring me right back to what you were talking about, Spirit. But hi, I'm Shandra Lynn. Welcome to my channel. This is a spontaneous message from Spirit in the live. Of course, I'm always recording my videos, and I don't edit them, but like live. This is my first video going live. Please remember that it is general, so take it how it resonates with you in your life, your situations, and your experiences. Disregard the rest. And okay, Spirit, I'm back. No matter how much work you have done, there is still going to be an adjustment period. There is still going to be a period of you getting your balance in the new energy. And what is happening, I'm feeling, is that that energy is changing continuously now. So it's going to be, it's going to feel like stumbling. It's going to feel like continuously trying to, get your feet underneath you. It's going to feel like continuously not fumbling the ball. It's going to continuously feeling like this is what it's almost like, um, like at the end of the competition, your time is up, and so you have to present what is there. That sense of perfectionism that used to be there is now taking the back seat, because it's almost recognizing like, well, this time is now, you're jumping timelines so quick that no matter what, it's like the finalization of things. It's the finalization of things in the previous. And so there is this energy, this newness of automatically accepting that what you have presented, or what you have done, or what you have accomplished, or how you behaved, or how you chose to respond was perfect, even though as you reflect back on it, you can think of other things that you could have done that would have made the situation better. You are now at a place where you are just like, that is what I put forth right in that now, and that is the best that I was able to do, because I am always giving my best, right? So, why is that so important, Spirit? Because it is continuously changing. You are continuously, the change in the energy, the shift in the energy is now in you, the change in you, and the change in your control and your will and what you desire and where you're choosing to put your attention and your focus on is changing. So as you enter a new timeline, it's like you automatically intuitively start navigating yourself in a way that attunes to you. But because you have been on this path for so long, there's so much data of the work you have done. It's almost, if I I'm hoping that this is confirmation that you have done so good that things are continuously changing, because they are, it's almost like it's continuously upgrading right now. You are continuously upgrading right now, not because of what you just learned how to do, but because it's an accumulation of everything that you have learned how to do over all of these years, starting back when you could even remember you starting your own path, whether it was spiritual, whether it was intellectual. It really doesn't matter how you have become aware, how you have chosen to start taking actions. I know I have recently received the message that those that have self-awareness really fall into two categories, right? The dreamers, the spiritual, the ones that are continuously in communication with the unseen. And then the intellectuals, the thinkers, the analysts, the ones that are always like, wanting to follow it up with the facts and with the proof. And I guess that those both balance each other out, because what's in the center is the unaware. But you are now receiving dividends and payouts on all the work that you have invested over the years. I don't know why I'm getting this reference, but with what has been going on in my life recently, I have really started kind of refreshing my knowledge in finance and savings and debt and all of that. Um, and so, holy crap, Spirit, it's gone now. Where'd it go? Oh no, it's back. What the heck? It's fine. It's perfect. It's great. Here we go. So, I have recently come across, and I believe I've come across him in past years as well, but it wasn't something that really took my attention and my focus, because it wasn't an area that I was focused on. But with what has recently been going on in the last 2 months in my life, I have revisited it, and I have been looking into how to better improve my relationship with money, with the energy of money, because it's energy, and it is an energy that we created. But nonetheless, it's a very powerful energy. And so I'm going really deep into my roots to heal all of that. And I did that a few years ago, but I honestly was told by Spirit not to worry about it. So I would choose to occupy myself with something else that I absolutely loved, instead of focusing on resources or money. But I'm back to it, and how it really resonated with me was because I love gardening. And I remember I started out with like maybe 3 or 4 plants. And I'm talking like potted house plants, not like garden plants. But all of the sudden, out of 3 plants, I then had hundreds. Just a few years later, it just started to multiply and multiply and multiply, because I was really tending to and taking care of those initial 3 plants. And that's how money was explained to me, was that it is something that you grow. It is something that you propagate. So you have to have that kind of viewpoint, and I in no way had a like, let me consume all of this resource standpoint. Mine went much more traumatic than that, and so it was like a fear of it, and then a fear without it. So I kept myself in this weird limbo position. That makes absolute sense for everything that occurred for me, but ever since I came across that information, it made absolute sense to me. Like, oh, money is just like a garden. The more you take care of it, the more it grows. The more you intend on growing it and putting aside, and working towards growing it, the more it grows. It's just that simple. And it is really just that freaking simple. But that is what is occurring with you right now, too. And that is also to let you know how vast, how you're experiencing things one way is how you will, it's quantified. If you can break down the categories of your life and you can categorize them, you will be able to see a pattern. You'll be able to see a pattern. You'll be able to see a pattern. And what is happening is you are jumping timelines and you are jumping timelines. And every time you jump a timeline, it's accessing data that's already inside you, that you've already experienced, that you've already healed, you've already worked through, you've already put that energy and intention into it. And so all of the mastery of you is coming forward without you consciously being aware of it, because your conscious self, your tangible physical self, is going through the ringer dealing with the tangible shifting changes that are continuously happening right now. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. It's if I it's you jumped into a timeline that you better preferred. And then when you got there, you initiated all of the mastery inside yourself that you might not be aware of. And it went, hey, we got to critique this a little bit. And then it's jumping you to another timeline that is more better suited for your higher self, for the timeline that you are desiring to be. Right now is what's the word I'm looking for? There is continuous like tweaking going on. I don't Right now is a really good time to trust in yourself. Right now is a really good time to trust in all the work that you have been doing. Right now is a really good time to listen to what you are feeling. So example, back in August, my husband and I lost a friend to cancer. And shortly after we lost her, we had gone into their place of business because it was, we all kind of worked amongst each other. And I was asked if I would mind working part-time to kind of help cover the office with everything that had changed, including losing this person. And so I said yes, because it was just a couple of days a week, and it wasn't like a full 8-hour day. It was really manageable and doable. Why am I talking about this? I lost my train of thought again. Um, thank you guys for your patience. I I feel myself glitching a lot right now. I'm doing good, but I am not doing good. It is so strange to have all of these times like timelines shifting and your life completely changing in like the flash of an eye, and I'm experiencing that, and really freaking experiencing that. And there are things that normally would just be natural for me to include, but somehow they're getting missed out. I know that the other day I was looking at my kids that are still at home and thinking like, man, they're really like showering a lot more. And then it hit me like, no, girl, they're not showering more. Your ass just hasn't gotten in the shower enough. And it was in no way that I'm like down and sad. I mean, I am sad. I'm heartbroken right now, but at the same time, I'm very busy. I recognize my blessings, but I am busy. And yeah, I went and showered my ass because there are going to be things, like I said, it's going to be gentle on yourself for the things that you are spacing out on a little bit, if that makes sense, because things are changing and things are going to continue to change. 2024 is not going to be any different. 2024 is going to be a year of, we are seeing things in the physical, and man, do I know that things in the physical have been going on, but it's getting, what is it getting now? Because it's been kind of traumatic, spirit. Okay, so this hold on, you guys, I'm having a conversation with spirit, because I'm just like thinking over the last few years, and like, yeah, what's been going on for me is kind of traumatic, but holy shit, a whole lot of traumatic has been happening. So what exactly is being said here? Just gotta bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. You are experiencing people. Okay, I get what Spirit's saying now. You kind of go with the flow. How I think how it was being said at the beginning when I first started recording is that it's like being in the air, but being in the water, being in the like river cloud that goes from the Sahara to the Amazon. Surrender to it. Surrender to it. It is a year of reaping what you sowed. Have trust and allow spirit to navigate you to where you are going, but you are still on the path. Like you are definitely moving there, and there are definitely things that are going to be leaving and things that are going to be coming in. Hold on to nothing but what you were able to have control over, which is basically yourself and how you respond to what's going on around you in your chosen actions. Be devoted and committed. You can't really see these cards in this light. See your seeds grow. Embrace the energy of peace. So with this card is the first few things that have come to my mind with this card of embrace the energy of peace is that if this reading is resonating with you, then you have probably been doing a lot of work for a long time. And you've probably been hearing the message about how protected you are and how unfuckable with you are and how untouchable you are. And this card is here to confirm it. You are someone who is being made aware of the things that are going on around you, towards you, with intentionally towards you. The example I have for this is New Year's Eve night. New Year's Eve night, I went to sleep early. I was tired. And it is like, yeah, it is what it is. I was tired, so I went to bed early. And I remember going to sleep, and I had a dream. But in my dream, I was sleeping. And in my dream, while I was sleeping in my dream, I felt something being put in my mouth. And that is significant for me because in all of my dreams, I in no way feel. I in no way feel like cold, hot, any of that. So in my dream, I felt stuff being dropped into my mouth, and it was like several different things, but small, kind of like pebbles and paper and sand like stuff, right? But it was about 4 different textures that I was picking up, and I remember I came awake in the dream spitting it out and moving away, like, backing up on my hands and everything and spitting it out. And as I stood up, I saw the person that was putting the stuff into my mouth. And my first thought and my first vocalization was not, what have you done to me, or what were you doing to me? It was, oh shit, what have you done to yourself? Because I automatically knew I was going to be okay. It was the sense of knowing of what was going to be returned to them, right? What was going to be returned to them. I had already decided years ago that, like, I was unfuckable with and I was untouchable with. If you were able to touch me, there was a reason for it, and you didn't do anything to me to stop me, right? You might have hurt me a little bit, but whatever. I was able to get back up and I healed, and now I'm stronger for it. Kind of, not on the negative side of like not working through the shit, but saying working through it and recognizing, like, and that is, and I recognize that my ability in my dream to get up and go, oh shit, what have you done to yourself? You know, um, was just my knowing of how protected I am. Because I knew automatically it didn't matter what was happening to me, I was going to be okay. But I knew what was ever intentionally being done to me was going to go right back to the intentioner. And then I woke up, and I woke up sick. I woke up really fucking sick. Crazy sick. And I remember crawling into the bathtub and just soaking in the water for hours and throwing up for hours and talking to spirit, right? And I'm hearing like, oh, you're doing great. Like, there's nothing to worry about. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel fine soon. No worries. It was only intended to kill you. Like, okay, what kind of shit is that, right? Not really understanding where the hell is that coming from. That is why you're able to embrace this, the broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. You've done the work if you trust and have faith in it. That you're untouchable. Even if you are touched, it's in no way going to do any major damage. But the reason why these attacks keep coming to you is this mirror card. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Mirror guardian, take time to reflect, right? And that's the whole point. It's the double-edged sword. You knew you were a mirror, and you took so much time and you put so much intention and focus on being the most pure, clean, clear mirror that you could, that is what you were clearly reflecting back to these haters, these people with the energy that would rather do you harm than do you good. Because when they see you, they see themselves, and they see themselves clearly, but they are unable to see it as themselves, so they project it as that it's you. They hate the mirror instead of hating where the reflection is actually coming from. It's kind of like shattering the mirror. Like, when someone punches the mirror, they're not punching the mirror because they hate the mirror. They're punching the mirror because of what they hate seeing in the mirror. That should be another confirmation of how amazing you are doing, right? If, like, what is that saying about, like, you're not successful or whatever if you ain't got haters or whatever? And it's not even haters. They're not hating you. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, even though it is being projected onto you. But it is the time of the projection being put onto you. It's bouncing right back off, like one of those, like, boom, 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 boom kind of things. As long as you take no action towards anybody from an ill intention or from an ill attack, because it's almost like every time I see, like, even if somebody's coming at you right then, and if it's like you just accept it, like a hawk's going to come out of nowhere and jab somebody's eye out, and then a boar's going to come and ram them up the ass, and then a deer's going to come and that's the kind of energy that I feel is that you are, that is the level of protection that you have. That is what you have done. And you've been guided for years to work on the mirror. You have been guided for years to take care of yourself and to heal yourself, to become the best of yourself, to become the best you can be. Now you are going to reap the rewards of that. If you allow yourself to reap the rewards of that, and to in no way hold on to anything that is occurring around you but outside of you. People are in the middle of reaping what they sowed. Stand back and observe and allow yourself to see what is being harvested, what is naturally coming to harvest in others' gardens, amongst others. Yeah. Magic Guardian. I'm so sorry about the lighting. Magic Guardian. Trust the magic within. It's almost kind of broken down in the timing right now, being simple, stupid. Why did that wording come out like that? But it's almost as if the energy is so wild right now that the safest bet is for you to trust and follow your own magic within. And that is just like, if you follow that and you start looking for what you have planted, start looking for the fruits of what you have planted, okay? You have the last card out is Crack Open with Rose, and it's funny because there's a sword. If you can see that, that is a sword. And then the apple just fell out with fruit. Forbidden fruit just fell out of the bottom with center and ground. This is getting so crazy, right? And Yarrow, pocket of protection. Oh my goodness. I'm going to stop right there. This is so freaking crazy, and I really do not feel centered or balanced right now. I feel like I'm spinning in spirit, which is good, but it's triggering me in my old energy, so I just need to sit here with it for a second. Thank you for sitting with me. And if you've been here, if you came in and watched this after the live and are like, holy crap, girl. Yeah, I'm here to show you kind of, this is how I get through my process. It has not been an easy week, but it has been an easy week, but it has not been an easy week. I have had things that happen that have relieved me of a lot of stress. And at the same time, they have also angered me. But I have stepped up and walked through it one step at a time, because that is what I would choose to do and what I chose to do. So I did it, and it got easier with each step. And now I'm here feeling really kind of good, just very kind of like up and about. I feel as if I am in no way grounded, and I have been grounding, but I in no way feel grounded. And I keep hearing that not feeling grounded, when you are practicing grounding techniques and focusing on grounding with major changes occurring in your life, is really quite normal. It means you are finding your balance, and you are finding it in a new energy that you just got to. Give yourself grace, and you are doing amazing. And I love you, and I hope that this was helpful, because I feel loopy.